Delightfully and Magnificently Made, Milo's Big Day by Dr. Tyisha J. Noyes. Milo squirmed as he tried to settle into just the right spot in his bed. Mom stroked his head and kissed his forehead as usual, but this felt like anything but a usual night. Tomorrow was Milo's big day. Milo had been home with Mom every single day since he was born. I mean, he often went on play dates with other kids. Sometimes he went to visit Aunt Tracy or Tammy to play with his cousins, Skylar and Camille, but that was just for a little while, a few hours. But Mom said the preschool was going to last all day. Sure, Freddie, Jeremiah, and Cameron would be there, as they had been pals since before Milo could remember. But this all seemed so scary. Milo and his 3 buddies, all alone at preschool. The thought just made him even more nervous as it washed over him. "Mom," said Milo in almost a whisper. "Yes, sweetheart," Mom responded. "Do I have to go to preschool tomorrow? Can't I just stay here with you and Dad?" Milo protested softly. "Oh dear, are you nervous, little Milo?" Mom asked, gently stroking his hair. "No, I want to stay home and hang out with you, that's all," Milo said as he sat upright. "Oh, sweetheart, I have several of those boring appointments that you don't like to go to, and then I have to go to the market, to the mall, and to the bank with Grandma," Mom said as she smiled gently. "You would just be bored if you went with me." "But Mom," Milo said as he flopped on his bed in frustration. "Listen, Papa, I know that you are a little nervous about your first day tomorrow, but it will be fine. You will get to see your friends and spend that whole day with them. You'll get breakfast, a snack, and a nap and everything. And before you know it, it will be time to come home." "Okay, Mom," Milo sighed as he rolled over and turned his back to her. Mom got up from Milo's bed and smelled his hair and kissed his face as always. He loved it when she did that. She flipped off the lights and left the door open just a little bit so he could have some light. As soon as she did, Milo sat up and felt around in the darkness for his favorite animal. And he found him, Ricky Raccoon, at the foot of his bed, faithfully waiting for him. Milo hugged him tight and tried to fall off to sleep. Just as Milo fell off to sleep, he could feel the wind in his face and Ricky's paws wrapped tightly around him. When the galloping stopped, he recognized that he was near the brook in Olaf Yar, his own personal dreamland. Just then, Fran the fawn lowered her head, and Milo and Ricky slid right off her back. Then she strode confidently over to the brook and began to drink. As Fran was drinking, they all began to hear a loud croaking sound. Reddit, Milo heard from behind him. Reddit, he heard again from a different direction. Reddit, ribbit, ribbit, he heard it from all around. And at that moment, Milo felt frightened. "Ricky, what is that?" "I don't know, Milo. Sounds like some kind of..." His voice trailed off. "Frederick," Fran stated boldly. Come out wherever you are." "Oh, Fran, you just have to spoil all my fun," Frederick said as he leaped out of the water and onto Fran's back. "Frederick, get off my back. You know I hate it when you do that," said Fran. "Oh, Fran, you're just so scared all the time. You act as if I'm going to bite you or something," Frederick said with a big smile. "Cheer up. You should be glad that someone wants to spend any time with you at all. I mean, it's not as if you're really popular around here. All the other fawns in Olaf are beautiful and petite, but now you look like a 10-year-old buck." "Stop it, Frederick. I'm warning you," Fran said through her clenched teeth. "Warning me? Warning me, Fran? What are you going to do? Sit on me, for goodness sake?" Frederick laughed out loud as Fran's cheeks turned pink and then very, very red. "No, I'm not going to sit on you. I'm just going to tell the truth. I am perfect, just as I am. And no, I am not lucky that some mean-spirited little frog like you wants to spend time with me. I am a fawn, and a beautiful one, made expressly for the shepherd's pleasure. He takes great pride in just knowing me and having a relationship with me, and that, Frederick, is the truth." "Oh, Fran, why so hostile? I was just joking." "No, you weren't. You were trying to put me down and make me afraid, but I am not afraid. I know who I am, and I know the truth. I am delightfully and magnificently made, as are my wonderful friends. So please, take your fear someplace else, because we don't want it here." "Oh, Fran, fine, I'll go away, but I will be back. You think you are tough with your friends around you, but I'll be back. You'll see. I'll come back when you're all alone, and we'll see if you're so tough then." "Oh, Fran, that was amazing," Milo said, as he ran to her and tossed his arms around her neck. "Oh, Milo, it was nothing," Fran said shyly. "Did you really mean what you said, Fran?" Milo asked excitedly. "What do you mean?" "You know, when you told Frederick that we are perfect just as we are, and that we are delightfully and magnificently made." "Oh, yes, of course, little Milo. I certainly believe that." "Even me?" said Milo. "Well, especially you, little Milo. But I just met you today. How do you know that I'm special?" Milo asked, while hanging his head a bit. "Well, just look at you. You are strong and handsome and smart. I'm sure that you have a lot of folks back home where you live who love you very much. I'm also very sure that there is a whole world of folks out there who you haven't even met yet, who can't wait to get to know you and love you," said Fran. "Really? You think so?" shrieked Milo. "Of course," Fran said with a smile. "Whew," Milo said with a big smile. "I have my first day of school tomorrow, and I was so scared that no one would like me, and that I would just hate every single minute of it. But now I'm excited. I can't wait to go to school in the morning." "That's awesome, Milo. I'm glad I could help." "Thanks, Fran," Milo squealed as he hugged her again. "I can't wait." "Very good, little Milo. I have to go and meet my family, but I will see you around," Fran said as she waved goodbye. "Goodbye, Fran, and thanks." Just then, Milo grabbed Ricky's hand and said confidently, "Let's go home, Ricky." As Milo rolled over in his bed, he could feel the sun on his face. He placed Ricky on the side of his bed near the wall, and he hopped out of bed expectantly. Milo opened the door to his bedroom and ran down the hallway to find his mom. She wasn't in her room, so he ran down the stairs as fast as he could and saw his mom in the kitchen at the counter. He was so excited that he just ran right into her and hugged her tightly. "Mom, what time is it? I've got to get ready for school." "Oh, Milo, it's still pretty early, but I was making you a special breakfast, waffles with strawberries and blueberries, some warm milk, and turkey bacon. Why don't you just sit in your chair at the table, and I will give you breakfast?" As Milo enjoyed his breakfast, he thought of all the wonderful things he would do with his friends when he got to school. He anticipated his nice teacher, and even a pretty girl that may sit next to him in class. Milo just couldn't wait. Just after breakfast, Milo raced upstairs, washed his face, brushed his teeth, and put on his clothes faster than he ever had. He grabbed his red backpack and waited at the door for Mom. Mom looked down at him with a proud smile and grabbed his hand as they went out to the car. When they got to school, Mom walked him in, introduced herself to his teacher, and waved goodbye softly as she left Milo to get to know his classmates. Just as he had hoped, Milo's teacher was a lovely woman with a bright smile named Ms. Martucci. His best friends Freddie, Cam, and Jeremiah were there to talk to. They played baseball at recess and ate lunch together in the cafeteria. After lunch, he got assigned to Nicole's group for math. He admired Nicole's beauty since she had moved on to his block when he was 3. Finally, Milo's school day ended with a piano lesson from Mrs. Perkins. When his mom came to pick him up, Milo couldn't wait to tell her all about his day. He also couldn't wait to tell Ricky and Fran. The day had gone just as they had said, and Milo was as happy as he could be. What a great day, just being delightfully and magnificently made. The end. If you enjoyed this book, you can request it at your local bookstore, or simply order it at trilogy.tv or amazon.com.